Let's see how far everyone is from each other. Let's see. So it looks like Thorsten Seifert has uh, lost that draft to this lead pack, unfortunately, and he's a little bit further behind. Philip is showing he wants the inside line. He wants Gordon to go around the outside. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. We got Misha Burgers now challenging Gherkin Demir. I don't think that's too much of a challenge, to be honest, because of the damage on Gherkin's car. If Gherkin was smart, he's probably, and I know he is, he's probably going to just follow along Misha, hold on to that draft, and it's going to give him that extra pace that he doesn't have because of that damage, and not really challenge Misha for that position. And it'll hopefully bring him up a few spots as well. Misha being a very capable driver himself, we're going to have to see if he can catch up to the cars in front of him just off of pace alone. So we'll be following along with that story as that goes. Right back up to the leader of our race. He's got Gordon Ramsay still on his tail, so not too far behind. So Gordon not choosing um, not to go into the draft of Philip and just stay going straight. And I hope it works out for him. Um, not trying to follow Philip. Philip just trying to break that draft, and it looks like it's actually working just a little bit. Gordon not able to get as close as he probably wants to Philip Hammer. So it's just another race where it's hammer time. And yeah, that is a new paint. I don't remember that paint. I think he had blue on the back before, and of course blue again. But believe that got totally reworked. So 8 minutes into the race, which means 22 and a half minutes to go. And we got Philip Hammer going down that straight, trying to break that draft once again from Gordon Ramsay. Um, and of course, on that straight, Gordon able to get nice and close gain of 2/10 or so. Another nice long straight, and they both went around that corner real nice. Gordon able to gain even more time on that draft. And so Gordon's going to have to work real hard to get back up to the bumper of Philip, because Philip is putting in real heater laps, it's looking like. He was just warming up before, and now he's basically thinking, I want to lose this guy. That's what it's looking like to me. So Gordon's going to have to get the workhorse going. It looks like Philip Hammer's definitely got a strong turn one, and a strong turn one leading up the hills of turn two and three up to this giant loop. It's a huge advantage to be um, that much faster on turn one. It's definitely going to be hard for Gordon to keep up if he can't get that right. So we'll run through the field real quick. We got Thorsten Seifert, not too far behind in third position, of course. He's in a comfortable spot right now. He just has to put um, his worries of what happened in that sprint race behind, forget about it, and just know don't do that one again, and he'll be set for a real good finish. We got Kevin Keane. I think this is his first race with us. I think so. Um, yeah, yeah, this is his first race with us, and it's a pretty strong showing so far for first race. up into P4. Liking the color on that paint. That's nice and classic. I love it. And he's up one position in the feature race. And he was up many from our sprint. One car back, we got Tobias Ritt. And there's one other guy that has the same paint scheme as Tobias Ritt. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was a Tallow. And Tobias Ritt's in 5th position. Oh, and you can see Misha Berger really pushing that car in the background, really trying to catch up to the 5th spot and claim a few points. Of course, Misha Berger's every race for Misha, Gordon, Gherkin, every point matters in that battle for 3rd position of the season. Uh-oh. So right now, let's pull up. No, not that. I want this. I want to see. Let's see if what are our chances that Misha Berger is going to catch Tobias Ritt. So it looks like Berger is faster in sector 1 and really pushing that car on exit. Looks like he got an off track. Oh no, both the same sector 2. And we're just still waiting for sector 3 to come in. So they're very, very similarly paced then, is what it's looking like to me. So with, we got 16, 17 minutes to go. They may, sorry, they may be able to have contact with each other. It's just 3.6 seconds is the difference. Misha only has to gain 2 seconds of pace over that time, and he'll be able to get that draft and be able to really reel him in. So we're going to have to follow along with this as it goes. For now, we're going to take a look at how Gherkin is doing, and he's just toughing it out with that car that's not looking too good, but deciding not to give up. And we got Benza Cypher also choosing not to give up. He's just lapping at it. He may be able to gain some positions if there's anything unfortunate or funny business that goes on. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. We got Italo, yep, and that's the guy with the similar paint. Italo Anzioso. Oh, it looks like Gherkin's looking the wrong way. Yep. I don't know. I don't think you can drive through the barrier. Uh-oh. I gotta see how many times does he hit the barrier? Let's see. Oh, no, he made it that time. There we go. Gherkin, I think, is just choosing to go for that fast repair. We do offer one fast repair in our league. Doesn't always help out, to be honest, but it is nice sometimes to also drive with a car that works. So we, so we got Anzioso and Clayton on the same lap. Let's take a look at how they are going lap after lap. And it looks like they are similar pace. We're gonna have to pull this down. So we got 108s, 108.8, and then we got Barry Clayton in the 108s as well. Very, very similar pace. So we're gonna have to see with the last 15 minutes if Barry Clayton can make it up to a Talo Anzioso and start making a battle happen. We're gonna have to see if he can make that happen. Here are the last 5 laps of Philip Hammer. And it looks like he just pretty much copy pasted his lap times. Is this even fair? that's incredible, incredible consistency. He has no draft and he's just putting in lap after lap just like that. And here goes that turn one that he's done so well. He uses every bit of that track on entrance to the inch, the final inch, hits that apex just right, gets an amazing launch, uses all the track on exit, and able to come up that hill. Oh, it looks like Tobias is going through the pits. He may have had a drive-through. Back to Philip. Can actually take a look. I don't know. Let's see. Getting distracted here. So here's the lap times of Gordon, and they're all very consistent as well. 107s, low 107s. It almost looks like he copy pasted his lap times as well. All very, very good times. 107.2 to 107.3 to be putting in these kinds of laps, 15, 16 laps into a race with the tires as used up as they are. That is incredible, incredible driving. And we've got Thorsten Seifert. Here is his last 5 laps. He's coming up on a lapped car of Gherkin Demir. I believe Gherkin is going to let him just go by. Yep. And just going to tag along. Gherkin, of course, didn't lose too many positions by opting to use his fast repair. It's smart to keep going until the last moment. And so that's put him up into P8, which isn't terrible, to be honest. Of course, it's not the greatest, having started way, way up near the front, but at least he's got a car that drives great, all brand new, and away he goes. We're going to take a look at Kevin Keane now. He's got lap times of 107.8 to 108. So that's definitely the reason that Thorsten Seifert is pulling away just slightly, a little bit lap after lap, just clawing away that time, just little by little. And that's put Kevin Keane on a little bit of an island. But you know what? Sometimes the island's a nice, comfortable spot to be on. You don't have to worry about too much. You just have to stay consistent, keep the gaps of the cars in front of you and behind you like in a good spot, and gain some good points in the race. Behind him, he does have, in fact, Misha Berger, who's faster. Just by a little bit. He's lapping in the 107s. But Misha Berger being 8 seconds behind. I think he went off or something happened. So Misha is quite far behind. So not able to... I don't think he'll be able to make it up to Kevin Keane, but he's in a decent enough spot. He's up 3 spots from where he started, and P5 is going to be some good points for his season. I'm curious if we pull up our best times. Every race we do give 1 bonus point for the fastest lap of the race. And it looks like for our feature, that's going to be going to Gordon. Taking a look at Bensa's Cypher. And his lap times are incredible. Definitely leader pace. I wish that he could have been up there. It's just he's involved in some unfortunate, let's call it just as we said, funny business. And it's put him further back, I'm sure, than he would have liked, especially in the feature race. but he's still able to put real strong laps in, lap after lap, showing exactly why he is a top driver, why he's P2 in our season. So this race won't affect him too much in terms of season points, and even with this finishing position of P6, it's going to be a good race for him still in terms of points. That not giving up attitude is definitely helping him out. Oh, and there we go. Not such a good eggs, a little bit too much curve and too much throttle, and almost put him around, but able to keep it together. One position back, we're looking at Tobias Ritt. I think that dashed out lap is when he went into the pits. I'm not sure what had him do that. But strong, consistent laps. Strong, consistent laps still from Tobias. He's showing that he's got some real strong pace. And this is his first race with us as well. So he's showing he's got real strong pace. He's in, I believe, the same position he started. He did really pretty well, I thought, in the sprint race. So I'm curious to see the progression from Tobias Ritt week after week. It's definitely an exciting thing for me to watch, for everyone to watch. We got Gherkin Demir, who now has a car that works. Throwing down some good consistent laps definitely helps when you've got Thorsten Seifert directly in front. It helps to have that draft. Any mistake you make, you can always just let the guy drag you forward. So there's Gherkin in his last 5 laps. We got Anzioso in the very near back anyways. Oh, it looks like Barry Clayton did crash, and that's exactly how Anzioso is still ahead. How did that happen? And this turn, oh, there we go. The perfect J-turn. The perfect J-turn. Look at that. I swear he practiced that one. So here we go. There's Barry. Didn't lose too much time, but he's still behind Anzioso. And wasn't able to catch. I don't think he will. We got about 6.5 minutes left, and Ryan Winfeld, it looks like, is out of the race after that large funny business at the very beginning, going up the hill. His car just may be unable to proceed, so he's just chosen to sit it out. Let's go right back up to the leader. Yeah. And here we go, we got Philip Hammer. You can still see Gordon in the background, just out of reach of that draft. Coming around this giant loopy turn here right now. Turn 4. With just a tiny bit more than 5 minutes remaining in our race. And it looks like the Hammer is just slightly faster. Slow, and they're slightly slower. Gordon Ramsay a little bit faster in Sector 2. So definitely showing that he deserves to be up in this spot with his pace. But I can't see these two coming together quite this late in the race. With 4.5 seconds gap that Philip Hammer is able to build, I think he's got this down unless he makes a mistake. But I haven't seen that too much from the Hammer this season, so to be honest, I'm actually quite surprised how many cars are gapped out from each other so soon in a Watkins Glen race. Normally there's a lot of draft, it brings everyone together. It just, in our Thursday race, all race long, we saw people battling it out. And it just didn't happen this time. Very, very interesting to me, to be honest. Let's see, we've got, there we go. So earlier we were talking about Kevin Keane and Misha Berger, or that was Tobias Ritt? Tobias Ritt who went into the pits, and that's how Misha Berger got by him, and Ben Cipher got by Ritt as well by the pit stop he took. So now we've got Misha Berger trying to catch up to Kevin Keane with 4 minutes to go. He's a little under 8 seconds away, a little bit faster. If I was just to add these into my own mental calculator and do it out real quick, I don't think they're gonna meet, but one can always be hopeful, right? Looks like Philip Hammer is coming up on some lapped cars. And I believe that's Clayton. Yep, that is Clayton, just letting Philip go. Being a lapped car, there's no need to race the leader of the race. You're already a lap down. What's the point of ruining the person who's winning his race? No need. And as a league, it's our rule to, if you receive a blue flag, to serve that blue flag. Something, when you have a blue flag, clearly something happened in your race, so there's absolutely no need to race the guy who's a lap up and slow him down. His race is, it's not that your race is over, but your race is a little bit less important, just only a little bit, to be honest, but just a little bit, but enough to say like, hey, let the guy go. There's no need to battle it out. So we got 2 minutes to go. It looks like we're gonna have two more laps. We're gonna be hitting 27 laps. And it looks like the Hammer is able to put even more time onto that space between him and Ramsey. Now at 6 seconds, when last time we looked at it, they're around 4. I know personally, I've followed behind Philip Hammer before and always wondered, like, how is he doing it? It's just, I don't even understand. I thought I was putting in killer laps, absolutely killer laps, and I was still losing 3/10 per lap. It was mind blowing to me, to be honest. So, and now that now the same's happening to Ramsey, we see here. Let's take a quick look. Has let's see. Looks like Gordon, his pace has been dropping off. He's on, we have one more lap. I think it's just one more lap. So I don't think that's gonna matter. But if this race was to keep going on, I'd have to say that Seifert would be catching Ramsey if we had just about 5 more laps. But we don't. So we're gonna just follow along. I want to see his lap history. That's incredible. That's, look at that. That's incredible. Someone's just been, I don't even believe that. So here we go with the Hammer coming around the last 2 turns. Heading towards that start-finish straight for the final time in this race. And there he goes. Congratulations, Philip Hammer, for winning our feature race, for winning our sprint and feature. Here we go, Gordon coming across that line in second position. Congratulations to Gordon Ramsay. We got Thorsten Seifert coming across. Congratulations, rounding out that podium position. Got Kevin Keane coming across that line right now in fourth position. Good job, good first race. Misha Berger coming across for his fifth spot. And post-race celebrations, of course, always. Benza Cypher coming across for P6. Very good recovery drive for Benza. Got Tobias. Yeah. Tobias coming around, going across this start-finish line. Is he coming across? Yeah, he is. Looks like they're going across together. That's cute. There we go. Tobias coming across with Italo. Gherkin Demir, of course, has finished. He was a lap down. Italo Anzioso, a lap down. Barry Clayton, a lap down. And Ryan Wenfield did not finish. So let's take a look. Here is our results for the race. Congratulations once again for Phil Hammer, winner of that race. Gordon Ramsay in P2, Gherkin Demir. Wait, no. This is the heat race. Here we go. Here's our feature. So that's how much it matters. You gotta prove yourself for the sprint and the feature. And that's where you gain the points. And that's the challenge that we offer in the Porsche Cup Challenge. So here we go for our final results. We got Philip Hammer, the winner of our feature race and sprint race. Gordon Ramsay in P2. Thorsten Seifert in P3. Kevin Keane in P4. We got Misha Berger in P5. We got Benza Cypher in P6. Tobias Ritt in P7. Gherkin Demir in P8. Italo Anzioso in P9. Barry Clayton in P10. Ryan Winfeld, P11. And that's our race. I hope you all had fun and see you guys next week.